No one respects you. No one respects the queen. No one respects Rhaenyra Targaryen. Even the Grand Maester, I feel like, has such ulterior motives. He obviously doesn't respect the queen. I think the only person that respects Rhaenyra the way that she should be respected, so far from what we've not learned from this show, is Adam of Hull. Alan of Hull. First of all, welcome in. My name is Strez. If this is your first time, click the subscribe button. If you love reacting to trailers and movies and TV shows that are all parts of different realms of fandom, whether it's Star Wars, Game of Thrones, Dune, all of it, that's what we do here on this channel. This episode, I want to give it a rating out of 10. I would probably give it like a 8.15. The ending of the episode, specifically the last like 15 to 20 minutes, carries a lot of weight for me. It was a slow burn, and obviously that's going to happen. It's the middle of the season. It was the 4th episode of the show. It's going to be a little bit slower because it has to kind of set things back up, so to speak. And it did a really good job of that. There are several things that took place in this episode that are giving us the chance to learn more about what is going to happen over the coming weeks, the coming episodes. And one of those things is Helaena is obviously pregnant, and Alicent knows it. Daemon has lied to his wife to protect his daughter Rhaenyra, and she has flown off with Sheepstealer, and he brought some random shepherd's head and threw it on the table in the middle of a small council meeting. Daeron loves his dragon very much, and I don't think he likes the way that Ormund is training him up, raising him to be kind of a ruthless leader. Ormund is a psychopath. Oh my God, that guy kind of terrifies me. Also, side note, would be okay. What is that actor's name? I have a thought about him. Oh, James Norton. I don't really know who James Norton is outside of his role as Ormund Hightower in this show. Kind of would not be opposed to him being cast as Batman. Different thought. I don't know. I think it would be pretty cool for the DCU. Obviously, Robert Pattinson. I'm getting off topic. He is a psychopath. Ormund Hightower is a psychopath. I talked about this last week in last week's episode. If you guys saw that one, I said that he has political acumen and has like fighting power, like actual physical power. He's also just insane. He is crazy. And he obviously knows how important that Daeron and that dragon Tessarion are to his overall goals with trying to take back the throne in the name of the Hightowers. He was speaking about the Targaryens as if they were some troglodyte caveman race, and the Hightowers are the supreme, like it was like Hightower supremacy. Like he's like a Hightower, like he is basically like trying to say that they are the superior race. Like he's giving off major Hitler vibes. I'm gonna just throw that out there. He did a really good job in this episode of showing us a little bit about how he would intend to lead if he were given the ability to lead. As the first part of this season went on and we saw, obviously Aegon is off doing his thing, you know, trying to survive and somehow get back to Queen's Landing. I don't know. He wants to go to Rook's Rest. I wouldn't go there if I were him, but he obviously is trying to figure something out. Everyone thinks he's dead, except for a few people, obviously. And Aemond is still nowhere to be found. Don't know what is going on with Aemond. Alicent is locked up in the Red Keep. Otto Hightower has been beheaded by the Queen. And so I was wondering, going into this season, who is going to be the big villain? Who is going to be the big bad guy that we're supposed to just like hate? And Ormund Hightower is very much that person. And I think he's doing a very, very, very good job of it, if I could be completely honest. This episode did a really good job of setting up things that are about to happen. Obviously, I'm curious who the father of Helena's baby is. Don't know what's going on there. Probably, maybe Aemond. He seems to be kind of a loose cannon and probably would do something like that. Have no idea. It could also just be somebody else completely. I want to know what's going on with Aemond because I still think that he is alive. I really do. I want to know where Rhaena and Sheepstealer are going. I think that they're going to give us a little bit more of that. And I want to see what is going to happen with Rhaenyra when she finds out everything that has been going on behind her back while she has been trying to get the kingdom under control, the queendom under control. That obviously, I started out the episode talking about how no one respects her. Her people, there's a large group of them that don't respect her. They are spray painting Queen of the Bastards on the side of the walls. And the best way to get them back is the exact opposite of what the Gold Cloaks did. If you're going to try to make people not hate you anymore, it's probably wise to not just bust their door down and beat them in the face with some sort of battering, whatever that thing is called. Mace? I don't know. Like, I feel like there's a better way to go about this. You could probably find the people who are leading the charge and saying that she's the Queen of the Bastards some other way, probably. But again, it's the Gold Cloaks. Don't know if they're like the most like politically minded people. They're just brutes, and they went out and took care of business. One of the high parts for me in this episode, I think maybe the highest part for me in this episode was seeing Hugh Hammer on Vermithor go and take watch over Tumbleton. I think that's a really, really good idea for the movie's part or the show's part. They did a good job giving him a responsibility because we don't really... Vermithor is the second biggest living dragon that is alive right now. Vhagar obviously is the largest, and Vermithor is the next biggest. It's the Bronze Fury. It's my favorite dragon. And I was wondering when we were going to start to get a chance to see more of him and that dragon, and it looks like we're about to get that. He's taking over the watch of watching over, kind of being the eyes in the sky, so to speak, for everything that goes on in Tumbleton. And I think that's a really great idea on the show's part. As for other high points in this episode, I think one of them was Rhaenyra and Daemon having their conversation in the High Council chamber, where she's like, who is this? I wanted to see him. I wanted to be the reason, blah, blah, blah. And Daemon's like, would that have fixed your grief at all? Meanwhile, in the back of his head, and out, like, the irony for us as the viewer of this show is that we know he's lying to her. I don't think lying is a noble thing, but if there is a version of a noble lie, I think it would be to protect your daughter from your wife, who isn't the mother of your daughter. Like, it makes sense what Daemon is trying to do, because when he went to that little hole in the side of the mountain, side note, how in the hell did Sheepstealer fit in there? Was there a back door somehow? That hole did not look that big. How did that dragon fit in there? I need answers to that one, first of all. Second of all, the look on his face when he saw Rhaena walking out of that cave, he looked like he was sick to his stomach. He's like, oh my God, you're the one who Rhaenyra thinks killed my son, or her son. Even though it obviously wasn't her. Obviously her and Sheepstealer didn't help the situation. But in reality, it was the Triarchy and their little scorpion anchor thing that like dragged, the whole thing that happens in episode 2. So it's not necessarily her entire fault, but obviously that's all Rhaenyra thinks. And so he's telling this lie, basically not a lie of omission. He's not telling Rhaenyra the truth about Rhaena and Sheepstealer. He's doing it to protect his daughter and also to give Rhaenyra a piece of mind. Like, here it is. Sheepstealer flew off into the sunset. We never have to worry about that dragon again. Here's the person who is the reason why Jace is dead. Trying to give her peace of mind. Obviously, she's probably going to find out because her Master of Whispers, she knows. it's very obvious that she knows. I thought that their conversation was good. I thought that they acted that very well. I kind of thought that that would be one of the scenes that they do in High Valyrian. Thought they would, lean into that a little bit more in this episode. But yeah, another scene that I thought was really cool that actually had a kind of was kind of powerful to me was when Aegon realized that Sunfire was still alive. If Sunfire even is still alive and he wasn't just like imagining things because he's grieving the death of his dragon so much. I thought that scene was really well done. It's been kind of interesting watching those two navigate not being protected by the power of the crown and them having to fight and claw and scrap for every piece of food and shelter and breath that they can. It's been really interesting watching that this season. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think for your predictions for next week's episode, episode 5. We're right in the middle of the season right now, so we're starting to get onto the precipice of what is this whole show, this whole season is going to wrap up to look like. Let me know what you guys predict in the comment section below, and if you've read the source material, don't say anything. Don't ruin anything for any of us. If you spoil this, so help me God. I don't know what I'll be able to do because I'll delete your comment, I guess. I won't read it and I'll delete it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. 8.15. That was my rating for this episode of House of the Dragon. I will catch you guys in next week's video. And until then, enjoy your dinner.